Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. All right, y'all. So I'm going to be freestyling this. We will be speaking about, shout out to Edward Anderson. Ed is all over TikTok and I think maybe YouTube, but definitely all over TikTok, speaking about how women, that includes black women, especially black women actually, are responding to this SGE or soft guy era. I haven't really spoken about it yet. I guess I will start now, so I'm late. Um, so shout out to Ed. Ed has been posting videos of black men. It's one particular brother that's funny as hell, but speaking about being in the soft guy era and the way women are responding to black men speaking about um being in their soft guy era. This brother name, I think his name is Laughter Awaits off of TikTok. And he's speaking about it. So the brother is in a relationship, as am I, but we both support this because it's funny, and it's funny watching the women respond to a joke. So speaking to my title, it's funny because it's true. Women's response to this is real. Black women's response to black men, Uno reverse card, black women speaking about wanting to be in a soft girl era and how delusional they sound, right? And how they essentially boil men down to walking wallets or walking ATM machines. And brothers Uno reversing that, and to see how women are responding to a joke. Oh, right? To see how black women are responding to a joke. I've read all different comments. Of course, all of the sassy and zesty comments, you better believe it. All of these men, all the bussy comments, all of the they need to been bent over comments, all of those. All of them. All of them. If you broke, just say that. All of the implications of homosexuality, all of it. So we're over here joking, but they're dead ass serious. So it's a play on words. It's funny because it's true. We already know that when people say it's funny because it's true, including yours truly, we're saying it's funny because the joke actually is speaking to some truth. Right now, I'm saying it's funny because it's true. It's funny to us, but black women's response to the joke is, well, it's real. They mean it. Right? They mean it. And that's why we say it's funny because it's true. You know, black men are used to being insulted by black women questioning their sexuality. In other words, Mr. Z is saying black women questioning black men's sexuality, insulting heterosexual black men by implying, suggesting, or just outright saying that they are LGBTQ, same-sex loving, or any of the like, right? This SGE soft guy era thing is funny and beautiful, and Mr. Z enjoys watching the brothers have a little fun and watching how black women are responding, because black women, whether they realize it or not, are telling you that they do see you as a mule. And I guess because I'm thinking of it, I guess I should add in, and I'm going to add in, media men responding to black women on social media, speaking about essentially same thing, black men being soft, because black men are saying, you know, we do not want to mentor your sons from other men. We don't want to be stepdaddy. We don't want to mentor your sons from other men. You oftentimes gave us the middle finger for different type of black men. This is because black women see black men as one big Negro. Negro is not the word. And you insult us by comparing us to non-black men and deem us lacking. You give us the middle finger for black men aren't up to par, but this is who gets your Johnny wet. Yeah. And so You know, the indifference is real, black women. Bowser, what you thought? And I'm not saying that she has said anything that I know of, but what you thought? Like, you can only mock black men and say you're not going to an Eric Garner protest because of how horrible of a man he was, and black men don't essentially don't deserve your presence, um, speaking about their lives, even though black men's lives are black lives. But okay, so you have black men making fun of black women with this soft guy era thing and flipping it on its head. You have black men saying, no, we do not want to mentor your children. And that is a response to Dr. Umar Johnson, who is kind of treating black men like one big Negro also. It's interesting what advocating for black women looks like. Advocating for black women often looks like disparaging black men. Uh-oh. Huh. That's the fascinating part, right? That's the fascinating part. Encouraging black women, right? Backing black women up, defending black women often looks like antagonizing, insulting, and attacking black men. Huh. Why is that? Huh? Why is that? So yeah, this soft guy era thing, yeah. Now, y'all already know Mr. Z is over here doing 70 hours a week on the regular. Like that's the standard, right? But to watch watch young men kind of make fun of the current environment and kind of poke fun at just what the society, namely the black community, namely black women, are saying, which is if you're rich, right? If either you're rich or you're extremely good looking, or well, delete yourself. Watching black men respond to that is fun. It's fun. Watching young black men make fun of that and mock that. Yes. Now, am I for black men being petty writ large? No. I think it's unbecoming. I think we're better than that. But am I kind of enjoying this? Yes. To paint the picture, either you want egalitarianism or you don't. And that was another thing I should have mentioned earlier when we were speaking about Dr. What was her name? Chris, right? Dr. Chris Marsh. That was something else I should have mentioned. She understands the hypocrisy of asking or demanding for men, black men namely, to still be above black women in a world where you're also demanding equality and equity. So that's another reason why she's saying that black women should be comfortable single. So I thought I should mention that, and I forgot to mention earlier. So there you go. And yeah. So yeah, in a world where women, black women, are demanding equity and equality, they're also demanding to live a soft girl life, or they want to be in their soft girl era, subsidized by who exactly? Right? Paid for by who? Oh wait, you black men, because you're supposed to be a mule. So they can't take you saying, you know what? I'm in my diet. Best. Really, you need to be paid. And they're going crazy, and it's a joke. We're literally just regurgitating what they say. How insane it sounds, particularly in this society right now, in this economy. And they can't take it. Wow. Ladies, are you okay? right? Are you okay? So the soft guy era to me is funny, and like the brother was saying, and that's why I chose that clip in particular to use. It's a joke. It's a joke, right? We're not gonna say it's a joke. It's a it's a joke, and they're throwing a fit to think that wait, we can't gaslight black men anymore by telling them how useless they are, so they can work themselves to death to provide for us and try to prove us wrong that they aren't useless. Wait, that's not gonna work. Wait, black men are tired of being treated like mules that we don't appreciate. So now they're telling us they're in their soft guy era. Wait, the zesty and dusty and all of these other insults aren't working. The sassy insult isn't working. Wait a minute, that's all we got. The questioning their manhood and their masculinity isn't working. What are we to do, black women? What are we to do? Right? Dear black women, what you thought? First of all, the masses of black men, for the most part, can't be in a soft guy era. You gotta work. You have to labor and toil, especially if you want nice things. Because clearly, definitely based off of how black women are responding right now, they ain't paying for nothing. So it's fascinating, once again, watching their response. Oh boy, right? Watching black women's response. And shout out to Ed for bringing this to us. And shout out to Media Man for just blitzing just about everything from black women having multiple children from the same dudes and from non-black men to black men earning more than black women to black men, being quote unquote less college educated than black women by what, 6 percentage points or something like that. He blitzed it, right? But am I for mentoring black boys? Actually, yes. Am I for being browbeated into mentoring black boys because black women chose wrong? Let's say that better, Z. Black women chose who they wanted and it didn't work out the way they wanted, and there you go. Am I for being browbeat on the other end by unappreciative women? Unappreciative black women? No. Black women, if you don't understand what we're saying, we're telling you to watch your mouth. Oh god damn, Z. You can't say that to black women. You can't tell black women they can't talk to black men all type of crazy on one end and expect black men to do for black women to do for them on the other end. You can't tell black women that. It's their God-given right to talk to you crazy and to talk to black men crazy and to talk about black men crazy. It's black women's God-given right. It's written in the Constitution. Everyone in our society gets to disparage black men, including black women getting to disparage black men. How else are black women supposed to communicate? Are they supposed to actually sound like they are appreciative of black men and black men's gestures? What drugs are you on, Z? Z, you done took this too far. They should have never gave you Negroes the internet. Right? What Manny Fresh shit to Lil Wayne on that freestyle forever ago? That's like over a decade ago. Man, you used to never curse. Now you cursing and stuff. Man, I'm gonna call your mama. Right? For those of you that know the freestyle I'm speaking about, it's an old Wayne freestyle. Old. Right? Used to never used to curse. So black men, and even if it was real, okay, let's say that these black men are serious. These young black men are serious about the soft guy era, and the problem would be what? Oh, I forgot. Like I said earlier, black men are supposed to toil. Black men are supposed to toil, Z. Black men are supposed to toil for black women. Not even black children. Let's stop acting like black women care about black children like that. No, black men are supposed to toil. How dare you, Z, tell black men not to toil? And y'all give Z 1 second. Okay, we might be going through a dead zone because I am on a road I am not used to going because detour, right? Because detour. Okay, we'll figure it out because this person don't know what they're doing. Oh, a whole line of not knowing what we're doing. Okay. We went down the detour world and we don't know where we're going or doing. All righty. All right. Let me get from the hell around from where y'all are. We just gonna do this way, right? Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, so and hopefully you guys can still hear me. I don't know because we are on a road that we are not used to being on. And it is taking us where? Oh boy, is it gonna take us back? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Oh no, it's not. Okay. All right. All right. Playboy, you saw me get over. What are you doing? And so we're back. I love it. soft guy era. And what would that's what we were saying. What would be the problem if we were really attempting to get a couple of black men to live the soft guy era, to live a softer life? Why should black men toil for black women who insult them and mock them? As Medium Man was essentially saying, unless I'm getting what Medium Man is saying wrong, right? And y'all give Z 1 second. I see the super chats coming in. What's going on, KMS? Right? You know, we waiting until we could get stationary. What would be wrong with that? Right? Black men chilling. And the problem is, oh, black men are supposed to toil and toil a lot and toil some more and more and more and more. Once again, for women that, once again, are unappreciative of said toiling. Right? I glanced down for 1 second. I think I already know where you're going. Let me say it then. Yes, because black men are not human beings, they're human doings. Right? The response, y'all. Get your popcorn, get your ice cream, right? For all of you brothers that's in the gym, this is your cheat day. Get your cheat food and just enjoy your cheat food and just read the comments from women. Look up soft guy era and watch the videos from women and read the comments from women and see how they're going mad. And their homophobia is showing. Everybody want to talk about black men like we the real homophobes. Here's black women. Right? Oh, you gotta love it. And Lord Lovesmith says, yeah, because I knew I glanced and I thought I knew what I thought I saw. I thought I knew what I thought I saw. I thought I knew what I thought I saw. Can I make that something? I can't make that nothing. Yeah, I said it wrong. I can't fix that. I thought I knew what I thought I saw. I'm gonna try to make that something. You know when you misspeak and you like, I meant it. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And Lord Lovesmith says, Mr. Z, remember black men are human doings, not human beings. Right? Oh man. D Scott, I saw this earlier. This is good. And D Scott says, and thank you for the super chat, resting in my masculinity. Bruh, and the problem here is what? And the problem is, if black women just need to come out and say it, listen here, mule. These are the same people that keep on claiming they're muling for you. Which, by the way, if you're black in the black community, you kind of, Mr. Z, are you gonna say should? You kind of should be. Ooh, Z, you know you're not supposed to say that. If you're black in the black community and you claim community, you know what you have to other black people? An obligation. Damn, Z, you're not supposed to say that. You know Negroes think they white. You know Negroes love comparing themselves to white folks, but they don't want to do community. What? Huh? You know Negroes love comparing themselves to the small hats and to Asian folks, but don't want to do community. Huh? And we're back. So, if black men wanted to be in the soft guy era, the problem here is black men are supposed to toil and mule while black women keep on claiming they're the ones that's toiling and muling. But then when black men say, yeah, we're in our soft guy era, black women throw a fit. I thought you already said that you were muling for black men. So wouldn't black men have already been doing the soft thing? So wouldn't you not have a real response to this because black men were already sitting on their ass doing nothing? Why are you responding this way to men that were already sitting on their ass doing nothing? Uh-oh. The math ain't math. Wait a minute, black men. If we were already not doing things, if we were already sleeping on our girlfriend's couch, on our baby mama's couch, on our mother's couch, if we were already not working, if we were already not taking life seriously, if we were already lazy bums, if we were already shiftless, then why are black women responding this way to black men saying, I'm in my soft guy era? Why are we being called all type of zesty and sassy and all type of LGBTQ? Huh? Wouldn't black women be used to this? So what's with the reaction? I didn't say response. I did not say response. I said reaction. What's up with the reaction? Huh? Black men already live off of black women, so why are black women acting like, wait, you want to get in your soft guy era? Something ain't right. The math ain't mathing. You don't respond like this to someone who's already been doing this and now they say they're going to do it. I'm going to start smoking. Well, you've been already smoking for, I don't know, what would you peg black women talking about black men like this? About 6 decades? You already been smoking for 6 decades. So you shouldn't respond this way. You respond the way black women are responding when you don't actually believe your own hype. You don't actually believe that black men are lazy bums. You don't actually believe that black men are shiftless and losers and lazy. You respond like this when you've been gaslighting people and now they're flipping the script on you. That's when you react like this. Huh? That's when you react like this. So are black men losers, black women, or have you been lying this whole time? Uh-oh. Look how you're responding to a joke. Z, you said reacting. Reacting to a joke. Something ain't right. Shout out to Ed for this. For the past few days, I've been scrolling through Ed's page, and every time he posts it, I just catch it, right? every single time. And thank you once again, D Scott, for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. And Leon says, "Can I step up and talk not about a key fact?" Right? And Leon is still in here. I don't know. Leon, you still up? Right? Look, Leon, I'm gonna let you up, and then everybody gonna want it. Let me try to do. Let's shoot for panel discussion. When is the next time Mr. Z has time? I might have time Friday. Let's shoot for a panel discussion Friday, right? Let's shoot for Friday, Friday afternoonish, right? And KMS, I meant what I said. You definitely have a topic you can bring up. Any topic or subject you want me to cover, or you would like for me to bring a panel up, and we'll cover it, right? Because I still owe you for that that super chat. That StreamYard said, yeah, we're just gonna end the stream right here because you haven't been active for like, I think it was like 10 minutes, right? Man. But yeah, this soft guy era thing has the women's panties all up in a bunch. Like, this is when you're supposed to use that term. Why your panties all up in a bunch, right? Because men are supposed to be toilers. We're supposed to toil and do things and work hard and, you know, die early of exhaustion, right? Die early of exhaustion. John Henryism and all, right? Man. So, we're going to continue to see this. Shout out to Edward Anderson. I'm going to I wanted to say deep dive. I really don't know why I have an issue with the term deep dive. I really don't be thinking it's deep because, like, side note, the thing with deep dive, I think of researchers. I think of people that write books and that have read a zillion books and that know a subject in and out, left and right, backwards and forwards, up and down. So when I think of the term, deep dive, that's what I think of. But people be saying using the term deep dive, and they like look something up for like 30 minutes. It's just weird to me, right? So like I'm reluctant to use that term, even though I know what people are saying when they say it. But I'm reluctant to use that term deep dive. It's just weird, right? And we're back. So, but I am going to watch more videos of both black men speaking on um this SGE soft guy era and being in their soft guy era. I know I've been phrasing it wrong, weird this whole time, but I'm gonna watch more of that, and I'm gonna have more to say about it. And I definitely want to watch more of how black women, are reacting to black men being in the soft guy era, right? Because I think it's fascinating to watch black women respond like this to a joke, right? But it says a lot about what they think about black men and what black men are supposed to be doing, right? Trell, that's funny. And give me a second. This link is for Leon. This link is for Leon, right? Leon, the link is in the chat, right? And Trell says, deep dive, a second page of Google of Google search, right? If you get on the second page of Google, that means you did a deep dive. Exactly. Exactly. If you went on some obscure website, that means you did a deep dive. If you scrolled more than 2 times on YouTube, scroll down more than 2 times on YouTube, you did a deep dive, right? What's
What's
going on, bro?
happening,
You up?
Z?
What's going on with you?
Nothing much. Listening to all this rain in the background, put me asleep. But so I've been at a friend that's part of the 100, and I got family in Houston and a few other
Hmm.
places. Okay, so I'm gonna say something that guys at face value is going to disagree with in the chat.
Okay.
And I want y'all to pay attention to what I say. Black guys do want to be mentors to black boys.
Okay.
Start off
Mhm,
right there.
mhm.
I want everybody to pay attention to that. But we know, me and Mr. Z knows that Black Girls Rock and
Yes.
other organizations and nonprofits use freelance people to speak shit on the internet. And when you go research these ladies, you actually find them in the background of different conferences and shit because they are part of that community regardless. Okay. So
Yep.
what I'm saying is we do want to mentor kids, but we don't want to mentor kids within their system. Okay. So
I
if you're
think that's a
wondering
better
why,
framing. Yes. Yes.
that's why I said it like that from the start.
Mhm,
Like I talked to my boy, he said the kids are resilient as hell, and they don't have that overreach, but they do put out all their information, so there's never no confusion on money or anything. And they
mhm,
they they can't go on social media like these black women and talk the same shit that they do. Okay,
mm.
and so when I say black guys do want to mentor boys, they do. But you have to, you know how nonprofits work and organizations work and how they get their fucking funding. It's about the number of views and the number of people that
Yes.
follow you.
Yes.
So you can shame black guys into coming to your event to oversee black boys on how they want you to fucking do it. Damn, did I just demonetize you with the cussing?
Look. So this is the. So okay. Going back to that and what Medium Man was speaking to. I don't
Yeah,
know if.
I spoke to him in the background. I spoke to him in the background.
Oh, did you? Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the. Yeah. So that's the fascinating part of this is I don't know if black women are saying this that it should be some type of government program or whatnot. I think they would appreciate it, but I think what they're saying is more like just this you know uncle
Nah,
type figure that scoops up the
uh-uh.
son and go ahead
Mrs. Z, come on.
go ahead.
How if we talk about academia degrees in psychology, social work, and all that, who does it lead
Hmm.
towards? Black
Oh
women.
yeah, well yeah
So
definitely.
so when you see most of their agencies on everything, they're
Mhm.
worth a few $1 million. If you talking about Black Girl Rock, you're talking about an 80 to $100 million nonprofit.
Yes,
I, when so basically you want the guys just to fall in line under
yes,
your
that's what I was
that
speaking to. Yeah,
this
yes, yes.
this is
They get
all
the
this
money
shit
for
is
their
about.
programs, but we're
Yes.
supposed to work for no profit, talking about nonprofit, for no profit and without any type of organized money for the boys. This is why
Yes.
they were against
No,
my
no,
brother's keeper, right? Go ahead, go ahead.
no.
Hmm.
The money is organized, but
Hmm.
see, for example, I can't say the group's name,
Yeah,
but
I understand.
when you have your hand in the cookie jar, that's 5 million less dollars that go to black women organizations.
Mhm.
You,
Yeah, I
you get what
mean,
I'm
yes, yes. And so you shouldn't get it, but that goes to what I was saying earlier. Black men, black boys shouldn't get money delegated for them and their upliftment. Black men should
yes,
mentor black boys for free. Not
for
only for
free
free, but
while
no organization to pay for the, let's say, the hall, or to pay
yes,
for the room, or to pay to bus the kids there and pay the bus driver, or
but
to all of that should be free.
no, not only free, but
Hmm.
the women organizations should be the ones that profit all the funding.
What they only want the black boys mentorship for the black girls anyway. They only
Well, no, no,
let's
no.
get
You're missing
nitty
Mrs.
gritty.
Z. You're missing it. You're missing it.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, you have your PhDs that are on top of the organizations. Usually,
Hmm.
they get their 250K checks a year, plus the grants and donations that they receive. Okay, when you have black guys take those positions in given city,
Hmm.
that is almost like competition against black women because now
Yes.
black guys have their hand in the cookie jar. No, we want to shame you into coming to our organization and working for free instead of having these guys be the head of their own organization. That's what I'm saying.
So in other words, let me rephrase that. Black women organizations want a little subsect of black man. We're not going to say led because it's not led.
No,
Black,
no, follow.
yeah, no, I'm saying like it's not going to be led by black men. I'm saying black women want to have black men sequestered off in a organization led by black women where you quote
Yes,
unquote mentor the black boys for the advancement of black women and girls, but this is still the money is still going to black women, right? So
yes.
anything, yeah, no, yes. Now I see where you're going with this. So the
This
organization for black
all it's
men and
about.
boys shouldn't even exist. It should be under the umbrella. Oh, let's say Black Girls Rock. It should be under the umbrella of Black Girls Rock. In whatever crumbs that get flicked off the table towards black women take a crumb of that crumb and maybe flick it towards black men to organize something for black boys that's really it for the advancement of black women and girls. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
That's all this is about. This is all this about. Like the more guys push, and the more, or they got the one in Atlanta, the blue collar brother. They got the H Town. They got the, and these are all headed by black men.
Hmm.
So say if there
Yeah.
was $80 million that a rich person wanted to give out, that would be $80 million going to black women organizations. But if you have black guys, three black organizations, they're like, oh, this is great. And black women don't get to be the overseers of black men. But black guys, like this particular organization, lets everyone see their books because they don't want to be questioned on anything. They have to be Superman with it.
Hmm.
Okay, that's all I wanted to holler at you about because
Yeah,
we
no,
do
no,
want to be mentors.
no, no, no. When I was speaking about that, let's be very
Mm-hmm.
clear. I am not about, once again, off the books uncle, like this kind of
Mm-hmm.
uncle figure. Come pick up your son, bring him to a baseball game, give him a couple of words of wisdom, have him hang around with my sons, all of this stuff because you chose what you wanted to choose and it didn't work out,
Yeah,
right? Like, and
yeah.
that is really what a lot of them are speaking about. The person that they could call when their son get 13 years old and finally stops the belt with his bare hands. They, if they can't call his daddy, they want to call you, the neighbor 4 houses down or 3 houses down, right? Or the neighbor or the guy a block away to come and save them from their 13 or 14-year-old son that's trying to get a hit upside the head for no reason.
I
Like
think on
that's
the
really what it
outside,
is. Go ahead.
I think on the outside it seems that way. But I've told you I've been at conferences before where women are talking, and then you
Hmm.
have like the LGBT members trying to siphon off boys for their programs and stuff. Like like, why would you worry about a kid's sexual identity when he's 5 to 10 years old? You know what I'm saying? But they get the
Yes.
funding from the number of boys and girls they have.
Yes.
So the freelance thing to me, they're just like freelancers that basically are like people that bring individuals to the nonprofits.
Yes.
Like these
Yeah, I
are
get what
people
you're
trying to get into space and they're very low and they're not actually on the brand, but they're I got 10 kids to come to this organization and we're gonna help these boys and girls and feed them and all that type of shit and they work their way up.
saying. Hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
No, no, no. It's just it. Oh man, I don't want to say that and get you in trouble, but
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah. So it's the way this game is being played and the
Yes.
position that we put black boys and black men in because we have decided be we are going to flip the power structure even though we really not upside down on the left. The position that puts black men in is really a no-win situation
Yeah.
because how do you
To an
assert
extent.
yourself? Yeah, and I agree with you on that. I'm going somewhere with this, but I'm using these words intentionally because it's
Hmm.
important that we frame this like this position that you put black men in, black boys in, where you can't be too ambitious because you might harm the women and the girls, and you can't defend yourself because you're defending yourself against who? Because we're not trying to harm you, we're trying to teach you, we're trying to educate you, we're trying to soften you up, we're trying, and when I say that, like, soften your edges, soften you up, right? It's
Hmm.
very I said this before, you know, the way
It's
this
very let me
society.
take you by the hand and you keep your hand in my pocket as you grow.
And
I
what
forgot.
other space do we hear about men and boys having to put their hand in somebody's pocket? What's the other space do we hear about that?
Oh man,
Yeah, exactly.
I
And
don't know
what
what to
does
say.
that signal? And what does that signify when you have your hand in somebody else's pocket in that space? That you're their what?
Inferiority. Inferiority. That
Yeah.
they're
That I'm happy you used that word instead of the other appropriate word for that.
hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah. So hey, and that was actually what you said. You see that? Look, Mrs. Z freestyling. But
yeah.
yeah, no, it really is that. And so what I was gonna say earlier is the position that our society puts black men in is you're both a defective white man and a defective black woman,
Yes.
and the right only furthers perpetuates the you're defective white man thing, and the left only perpetuates that you're defective black woman thing, and it's this really messed up position to put black men in
Hmm. I want
and
to
to
end
put
it with
black
this.
boys in. Go ahead.
I want I want BGS and everyone to hear this. Like, I
Mhm.
want everybody to accept mentorship, right? But not under a woman's organization. And however people come up with the way to articulate that, like, oh, what nonprofits or organizations are y'all talking about? Wow, you gave me a whole bunch of women organizations that want to lead boys, but it seems like they've failed for the last 50 years. Wow, I heard about some really great things about these black male owned organizations and ran. I think this is
Mhm.
where I want to mentor boys at. Let's talk. Oh, then you're gonna see what's really going on, bro. Like I like we talked about this type of shit before. I told you I've been to these conferences. I've seen this.
Bruh, Leon, tell
I'm
them how the statement actually starts when not when a person's on stage or at the podium. When we break off into the smaller groups, tell them how the when a person makes a statement, they say as a
oh man, let me break it down.
bruh. Because I was gonna give a hypothetical. Go ahead, go ahead.
I'll break it down. So I'm sitting with my boy. He tells me, look to your right, and you see
Hmm.
people from nonprofits from the LGBTQ, which I don't mind it. But what they do makes me cringe. A lady will start talking, and you'll find that black women are looking at a black mirror, and it's like there are three white women behind that mirror.
Hmm.
They're very aware that anything that they say can be taken out of context. And it's like you're talking to an investigator, and there's three white women behind that mirror. So you have to select your words appropriately. So she starts speaking. LGBT or whoever raises their hand and says that you need to point out queer, you need to point out cisgender, and she has to conform to those things, and they do it constantly. Then they ask about literally separating the boys into gender identity or their sexual preference. And when I told you about that a long time ago,
Hmm.
that I was getting pissed, and this is when I was still in my late 20s.
Yeah.
And my boy was like, "Don't say anything." And I'm like, "She's literally like boys that are 5 to 12 years old, and
Yep.
you're already."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "That's how they get people because they if they get the boys that fit a certain criteria, they're the ones mentoring them." And my thing was, I care less because them performing as men first is the most important thing. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter about that part of it.
Let me say
You know
this
what I'm saying?
real quick. because I want to, because somewhere are people like, and y'all say y'all leftists. Let me go first, and Melissa go, Leon, on this one.
Yeah,
I'm on the left for economic issues. I'm on the left for social issues. I do think that these people should be able to deep throat whatever Gok 3000 whatever dude. I think they could have beard on beard crime, right? I think that whatever woman want to eat vagina, she should be able to eat vagina. It ain't up to me. Yes.
yeah.
But once you
But
start trying to push this on the kids, this is where I'm like, okay, look, man, like let these kids live. Number one.
well,
Number two,
it's
I'm
not the
definitely on the left for economic issue. That's my thing right there. Economic and political issues. I'm not about um people barely being able to eat because they just got let go from their job yesterday because we decided to shred the social safety net and go become an entrepreneur with the $2 that you were able to save from that job that we barely were paying you in the first place, right? Like I'm
yeah,
not for that. So that's the reason why I align with the left. The problem is that they want to bring all of this other
yeah.
crap with
And
that.
it's
And
and it's
go
not
ahead, go.
about that. What is about is these are boys first.
Hmm.
So if you need them to perform duties, they have to learn how to perform duties.
Yes.
The sexuality and all that comes next. It doesn't matter. Those the violence and domestic abuse is high on that side too.
Yep.
So you want them to perform like men, not like bending the rules because they identify different. So they
Yes.
play this game.
In other words, you 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 could practice whatever sexuality you want to practice, but you can't move the way your mom moved.
Yeah,
And when
yeah,
you when you're socialized and raised that way, and you think you can, the consequences are going to be dire, right?
yeah,
So let me read this real quick because this is actually addressing you, KMS. And KMS, I'm not saying you, Leon. And KMS says, and thank you for the super chat, Leon. If what you're saying is the game on the national level, then the only winning move black men have is not to play. And he says this in capital letters. Unfortunately, if it comes down to helping kids that are not ours and encouraging excuse me, encouraging bad black women behavior. F them kids. F the kids.
no. I see, you're thinking it under the framework they're talking this mess, and you go to a organization that's ran by women, and you do all that free labor. No,
Hmm.
what I'm saying is there are males that own these organizations that you would prefer to do it through
Who has control of the children though?
the women. Women.
Yeah.
Okay. What if the women don't want to support it by giving the children over to these organizations?
Well, and and the two that I'm talking about, they're giving their kids to the organizations.
How large are these organizations?
Can we? Hey,
Hmm.
I'm gonna say that to
Because
you in a message because I'm not bringing up the
I
organization's
said how
name.
large. I said how large. I didn't say what the names were. How large are these
Oh,
organizations?
oh, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. It's doing
And
pretty good.
in other words, in other words, basically, people. Okay, I don't often like to pull my pro black card. Okay,
Hmm.
Hmm.
I've been doing this shit for fucking 40 years. I know 20
Hmm.
guys that have uh what is it, rites of passage, tutoring, all this other
Hmm.
kind, big brothers, all this kind of shit, man. Okay,
Yes.
okay. So in other words, if it's, the men want to run it, look at the Detroit 300, right? Look at the
Yeah.
100 black men, okay?
Yeah.
How come they're not bigger?
you. I spoke about that too. At the
Resistance.
same time. At the
Resistance to
same
home.
time. Yeah. The women. We
The
spoke
XX
about that.
chromosome side of the
B-
game.
Where
BGS. You missed me. You missed me speaking about that
I
part.
understand it, but saying where does the money flow through?
The
Yeah.
same
Yep.
XX side of the game.
Now tell me something I don't know, okay?
Yep. You're saying what we said earlier.
Yeah, no, we went
So
over that.
and we know we talking about very successful programs, right? Okay, my
Oh yeah.
brother's keeper was
Mhm.
funded. Okay,
Yeah.
guess who's still trying to kill it?
White women and black women.
Black women. Okay, so this is what you're up
Yep.
against. So what you have to do is what we're trying to do is change the environment. Because that's the
Yes.
only way this shit is going to grow. Because trust and believe, everything else that you talked about has already been tried.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So,
That
so
no, we
proof. Go ahead.
no BJ, because this time, so and just to kind of give you an overview, I originally bought up the soft guy era thing and linked it to something that Media Man put up a little bit earlier today. If I'm not mistaken, I would think it was today, maybe last night, but he put up speaking about us mentoring kids and a series of videos about black women, of videos and comments, black women, encouraging or asking black men to mentor their sons and whatnot. And so I'm linking the two to say like, but if black men are these losers, then why would you first want them to mentor your children? And then secondly, why are you having this reaction to the soft guy era? I thought black men were already lazy bums that were losers anyway and were
Oh yeah,
living off the
yeah,
soft
yeah,
guy
yeah,
era.
yeah. Well, guess what the biggest boys mentoring program by black men is? Guess what it is? It happens all over the country, in every state, and this is one place where the women will bring their boys. Where do you think? What do you think that is?
What the what
Mm,
football and basketball or something like that?
Sports.
I
Okay.
know it. Yeah, there we go.
sports.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yep,
We
Sports.
yep.
know sports. Yeah.
Sports. Okay. They're
Hmm.
already doing it. Okay, that's why this boy he's some men around him. So what do? You throw him on a team. But guess who still? Because I coached for like 8 years. Coach,
Oh yeah. The moms are annoying.
I coached for 8 years. Okay, I know what I'm talking about.
Let me
But
read this real quick, BGS.
mm,
Better you with the jokes, and better you says if she can't buy you a PlayStation 5, a Ferrari, and a condo at the top of the skyscraper, then you need to leave that dusty alone. Drizzle, drizzle.
I heard that drizzle, drizzle. Yeah.
look, look, man, no. And so my response to all of this, BGS, was
Mm,
um black men joking and flipping this whole insanity of black women on its head.
yeah.
Their
All the
response
time.
is real. Their response is real as hell. We're joking,
Yeah.
right? But they're being serious because
Yeah.
you're supposed to mule for them. And just you even joking about not muling for them, they're throwing a fit.
I think it should grow. I think the joke should grow and keep getting
Yeah.
louder. Okay, and
Oh
because
yeah.
guess when you do that, guess what you're holding up to black women? It's called a
A
mirror.
mirror.
They don't. It's not what you're saying. Is that they're holding up a mirror because you're saying the same thing. Well, you can't say that. It's your job. You're supposed to play 100% and let me stay at home. You're not supposed to say that. Yeah, but the thing is, you don't think it's offensive when you say it to us. That we have to have six figures, six pack, and whatever else are the requirements. When we throw the requirements on you, guess what? It doesn't feel so good, does it?
BGS, if you see my face when you said that six figure six pack, I really gave the Marge low eye, roll eye, march off the ceiling.
Yeah.
But it's foolishness. No, it look, they're not doing the numbers. They don't care. They just want what they want when they want it, how they want it, where they want it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to make sense. The math don't have to math.
But the thing is, the math doesn't have to math. And guess what? What did I say? Leave the car on the lot.
Man,
Yeah.
I like that image too, by the way, of leave the car in the lot. But yeah, no, leaving the car. Isn't that what SYSBM and Passport
Yeah.
Bros are doing?
Yeah, leaving the car on the lot. Basically, okay. I never had a problem with a black woman saying whatever the price is. Okay,
Yes.
but saying that
Yeah.
we have to buy it for your price, no, we don't. We don't have to buy it.
Yeah.
Don't have to
Yeah.
buy it. Stay on the lot. Keep your price, babe. Keep your standards.
And
Let me
BGS.
read this one now, then, real quickly, real quick, because KMS over here saying, once again, if the black women are the gatekeepers to the kids, to these kids, then
Yeah,
F them kids
I would say so.
until they give black men the kids completely. By the way, Roger is with this too. Like a lot of us are really moving to this. Man, just take the kids, bro. Like I don't mean like literally because I don't want her to send the courts after you and the cops after you, but like for real, like I think if men have the resources, then why are we putting the money through her to the kids? Why don't we just take the kids?
It's called. Why you
Called the
think me?
state. The state
Yeah,
says
Right?
so.
because the state says it. Why you think me and Green Gorilla went through all this to actually show you where this stuff comes from, feminism comes from,
Hmm.
and basically, you think the kids don't belong to you? That's what we're
True.
trying to
They
tell you.
belong to the
Let, let,
state.
It belongs
let
to
me
the
finish the
state.
comment though. Let me finish the comment though, be just because he said F the kids until they give black men the kids completely. Either black men run it without oversight or F it all. We
I
are in
agree.
the age of the controlled burn.
Yeah.
And I look,
So now you guys are starting
I'm
to
for it.
come to the conclusion of what I mean by effing
I'm for
kids.
it.
You get it
Oh
now.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And my reply to that, BGS and Mr. Z, what I told Mr. Z is every
Mhm.
time a woman
Mhm.
comes up and says that men need to mentor kids, tell them I would love to mentor them in an organization like A, B, and C, and continue to say it until you find out that all those women are freelancers for female-led organizations. That's
Okay.
because we know they're freelance. You know
Look,
they're
you
freelancers.
see what you did, Leon? I bought you up and then got the whole squad. Look.
Oh, my bad,
So
man.
no, we're good. I'll go for another 15. I'll
Thing
go
is,
for. I'm pulling a BGS right now. We'll
and
go for another 15.
yeah, this is
Mhm.
something. This is something that all
BGS, you breaking up? You're breaking up, BGS, or is it me?
yeah, it's probably me.
It's BGS.
It's probably
Yeah.
me. It's gotta be.
BGS, I'm about to flame you right now. That's Earthquake Wireless over there.
No, this because I'm on a wired connection. I'm on a wireless. So.
No,
You on a landline?
you on a landline. You breaking up like a mug, BGS. Like,
Am I not? Am I really breaking up?
yeah, you still were breaking up a little bit. Might have to move to another room or something.
BGS
Yeah,
is
probably.
also.
I'm jacked in, man. There's no
Okay.
I'm jacked. Okay.
No wonder you never like. This is the first time I've ever heard you break up. No wonder. I'm over here. I'll be driving. I'll be driving from one county to the other county.
You're a
Look,
young man. You can afford to take risks like that. I can't.
Look, I'll be driving. Look, I'll be driving from one county to the other county, streaming and everything.
Hey, I have I have a picture in my mind when you be broadcasting. Mr. Z's got his phone in one hand, a tablet in another, and driving with his feet.
No, right? No, seriously though, the phone is in one hand because I'm a lefty, so I drive with my left hand anyway, so
You a
it's nothing.
lefty?
Yeah, I'm a lefty.
Me
So
too, bro.
right, so I'm a leftist and I'm a lefty. So I'm driving with one hand and the phone is in my other hand. And like the one thing I do, I don't look at the phone. I don't
Okay.
look at the phone when especially when I'm on an expressway. If I see a comment pop up that I think is interesting, if I like, the little glance, or if I
Yeah.
see a super chat, I'm like,
Yeah.
that has to wait until I hit a light. And if I don't get to a light, then that person's just gonna have to wait,
You have
right?
to
So yeah,
Rule
yeah,
of
yeah.
thumb:
yeah.
after 3
Mhm.
seconds, if your eyes off the road, you're distracted. So if you can take 3
Yeah, see,
seconds, I
exactly,
take 3
exactly.
seconds. You know,
Exactly. So
Yeah.
and KMS said, and he put this up way back, and he says for the 12-piece spicy later this evening. Believe it or not, and this is why I said we gotta end that in like 15 minutes. I am
Okay.
literally sitting in front of the pizza restaurant
Oh, okay.
that I ordered the pizza at like 20 some odd, actually before the stream. And we're
damn.
about to
Let,
go
let
in an
me
hour.
let me
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
No, 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 no. You good.
let,
Look, I do this all the time. Y'all don't be knowing. Look.
let,
This-
let me say
is it
let me say the
before you
reply.
inside?
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead.
BGS, this is my thing. Every
Mhm.
time women bring up mentoring, I
Mhm.
want guys within this space and other spaces
Mhm.
to point out the male-led organizations that are ran by men, and
Mhm.
just say that and say, yeah, I would love to, but point out those organizations
Okay.
and watch what happens. I need
Hey.
to see what's going to happen because these ladies work for those organizations.
Yeah, in other
Nah,
soft guy era, what does it pay?
nah. Listen, man.
I'm a hardliner on effing kids, bro. Like I'm not recommending shit, man. Like bottom
What
line is that
what
men are
does it
entitled to their kids,
Nah,
and the
what's
what
real
fact that
simple?
they are being used and weaponized
yeah,
against men as a collective,
yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
like no, I'm not having it.
I want a portion of that child support that you get from the other
Let,
dude, all right?
let's say this real quick.
come on,
Indigo says,
guys.
here we go.
I
Indigo
am.
says,
I'm
she
serious.
belonged to the state, future voice. Instead of she
She
belonged to the
belongs to the
street,
state.
the kids belong to the state. They belong to the
Hey,
state.
hey,
Uncle Sam is their
hold
baby
on, wait a
daddy.
minute.
Right?
This being our
And once again,
soft guy
KMS, thank
era,
you for the super chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait a minute.
man.
Since we in our soft guy era, come up some of that
Mhm.
money the state's giving you, bitch. You have to give some out to me. At
Hey,
least half.
right? If you need a mentor, and that's why I'm tying the soft guy era, and I gotta put the media man clip in the description box. I'll put it after. But that's why I'm tying the soft guy era to what media man was saying about the mentorship, because it's like Do you want guys that you over here calling zesty and sassy
Yeah,
to be mentoring your boys?
boys. Yeah,
Make up your mind. Which one is it?
yeah,
Pick a struggle.
That's my point though.
yeah.
Right?
They don't care. They just want to offload the kids so they don't have to get that headache because they're lazy. Yeah.
Apparently.
I need to go
Yeah.
back and watch that because like I do mentorship and stuff right now.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go. Oh my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I do mentorship and stuff right now, and like my whole opinion is like just like the other side of it is like, what's the incentive? Like nobody about to just be doing mentorship for free and for less, and like it's like trying to do something good or right, and somebody talking shit about what you're doing and make you feel less value. So it's
Mhm.
like it make it not even worth it, and then you're trying to incentivize for less. Like you know, the time that we take and like the lasting effect that we have is that there's value to that. So it's like. Nah, we need an incentive for that, for what we doing, for real.
Y'all
Well,
go ahead and
Yeah,
keep on talking because
they don't even rub your ego. They don't even rub your ego.
I'm about to walk
No.
into this restaurant that I've been
All right.
parked in front of for like 30 minutes.
right.
Go ahead,
All
y'all.
right. All right.
You
No,
know,
yeah, y'all keep talking. Y'all keep talking. Y'all good. Y'all good.
That's
know,
all
the
I had to
fact
say at
that-
that point.
the fact that there's even a conversation about Sexy Red showing up to school tells
That's
you all
not
you need to know about what
man.
these black heifers are doing with their children.
No,
The bars in
you
the
lying.
bill.
Did Sexy Red really pop up at a school?
She pulled up, yeah.
Oh,
And they're shooting ratchet videos in front
Who's
of school
recruiting?
too, as if like it's like you backhand. It's like your backhand like backwards condoning like the stuff that's going on with these kids in real time and like
yeah.
all the violent stuff that's going on. So it's like you
But-
don't want them to do
but
it,
the
but you
fact
also
is,
reinforce the bullshit.
And she got an invitation to the White House.
Crazy.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, actually, I'm not surprised because what's her name? Glorilla got the same thing.
I know.
But all this is straight out of that book, Dark Ghetto. Like it really is. Like I read the book. DJs, you had me get the book. And again, I'm in school for counseling psychology. I'm studying. I'm seeing Kenneth Clark Wade talking about, and me seeing it at work, in in the hood, and seeing it play out, and how it's like the dynamics of it, like working out, like
this
how
shit is global, man. It's not just here in the
global.
hood. It's white women are picking it up, and this global. It's all the way down in Latin America, in Asia and Africa. This stuff is global. They let this.
You know what? Shout out to the white boys because I'm seeing enough of them. They ain't having it. They ain't having some of these white boys. They ain't having it. They're not gonna put up.
I ain't mad at it. I don't.
They put up with it for a long time, man. What do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think this big push to go back the other way, man? Why do you think the manosphere is growing? It's not just us; it's them.
Yeah.
And white boys are going up. You seen this? Didn't you, Mr. Z?
White boys on some weird shit.
White boys going drizzle.
yeah, already. Yeah. I saw the white boy respond to it too. Like, no, we on some guy
I
era
need to
too.
I need to start making some drizzle videos myself because shit.
Yeah. White boys are doing it ain't been out but a month. White boys are already going drizzle.
And here's the thing. This is why that lady from the World Economic Forum that you covered a couple weeks ago, that's her fear right there. Her fear is not, she keeps on framing it like it's hatred. It's not hatred. Their fear is the indifference. The fear is what we're doing right now with this soft guy era thing. That's the fear. The fear that men will not mule. Exactly. We're not going to mule. Men not going to mule for nothing.
Yeah, I'm about soft guy era. If you make under 100,000 deals, I don't want to date you.
All right, let me take my 60,000 elsewhere.
And BGS, when I realized what she was really doing is towards the end of that conversation, when she said, like, well, if you're a real gentleman, and then she tried to play on that, okay, well, why don't y'all still do this part of the masculine dance?
It's a harkening back to chivalry and chivalry colors. It's the same play. They don't know any other plays.
Thank you.
In other words, what Mr. Z says, they don't want a matriarchy; they want a patriarchy with
feminist specification. She literally is describing that. Really,
describing it. Yeah,
I can't go for that. I'm not even gonna lie.
I can't go for that. No.
Feminist is 50-50.
No, can't do this.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Let me read this real quick.
Soft guy era. If you can't pay half my rent, I don't want to deal with you.
Let me read this real quick.
My
You guys
hair
pick
did.
this is addressing BGS, and Eric Dedman says, and thank you for the super chat. BGS, I coached youth track, and women always take advantage when you try to guide a kid you see headed down the wrong path, i.e., de facto babysitter.
Yep.
Wow.
That's part of
Wow.
babysitting. Yeah, coaching.
Yep.
So that's all you are is a person to take over childcare duties for the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to be aware. Like right when I finish doing this, I'm gonna go back to repping. But literally, I'll say 2/3 of the kids are out there because their friends are playing, and then their mom is like, "Great." I played because
Wow.
my friends played.
Yeah.
I didn't play because I actually liked playing football. I hated that shit.
No.
The need to belong is compelling. And that's why I always care.
Yes, the need to belong, and
Wait
they
a minute.
exercise social cues to basically they weaponize children. That's what they're doing on multiple
Global
levels,
scale.
from an emotional manipulative way, from a financial way. They're weaponizing children against men. People don't see a wholesale for what it really is. It's a weaponization of children.
Let
We've
me
actually
say this
become numb to it.
let me say this real quick because this is a BGS was right moment. Nigeria is hella feminist now. We even have our first trans now. The women are the ones pushing it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Good
is
luck.
There you go.
I believe it.
mythology, man.
I believe it.
When
Nigeria is an interesting place.
When War said the world is a ghetto, that wasn't lying.
I mean, the world is kind of ghetto. But the world is kind of ghetto. I mean, we got fisticuffs in the
Ghetto.
Ukraine. We have China and the US being like, I'll do it to each other. Yeah, the world is pretty ghetto, BGS. The world is pretty ghetto.
Can we change? Yeah, we gotta change the name of the planet to ghetto, bro.
Hey, every time somebody says this is why the aliens haven't visited us yet, I always laugh. I always laugh every single time because I'm like, if it's the good, quote unquote, good aliens, the ones that's not gonna take over shit, which I doubt it. Yeah, this is definitely why they haven't visited.
The ones that be chilling, they're like, no, we good. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. BGS. Can you imagine what these knuckleheads in the West, yeah, I said it, would do if some real aliens came and visit this planet? Oh God!
It's a ghetto here.
Yeah,
I'll be looking at the white boys.
They can barely handle the world now. Can you imagine?
Hey, you imagine being like a pompous person? They would be strolling through the streets like, ew, look, they litter. Oh, that's so disgusting. Like they'll be like on some elitist shit, right? Like, oh look, oh God, they have is that an island of trash in the Pacific? Oh my word. No, serious though. Yeah. This is why the aliens don't visit. This is exactly why. Yo, we literally have space trash around the planet. Ask BGS if I'm lying.
We do.
Ask him.
Space junk, yeah.
Debris, huh?
No, not only that,
serious.
it's going around that world like 10,000 miles per hour and shit.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
You got orbits is dirty. What the hell y'all got going on down there?
And we didn't even really get into space like that yet. And we already got space trash.
We got ocean trash and space trash circulating.
And we only been out of space since what the early 70s. Early 70s. And we already got space trash.
Yeah.
Human beings, I'm telling y'all. Hey, I've been saying it.
All of them.
If you allow human beings to get to your planet and we're more developed than you, that's your ass. That's your ass, player. Columbus 2.0.
Based on the current track, yeah, we're not slated to get off this planet as a species and expand. We're slated to end here. So.
Depends.
Chelsea aliens. This is why you can't have nice things.
I think we'll make it off this rock.
What did they call it? Ghetto planet, huh?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, I'm telling you, Earth is in the hood. Whenever we get out there, eventually, Earth is gonna be in the hood. It's gonna be like, oh, that's the hood over there. The Milky Way. Oh, that's the hood. We don't go over there unless we're looking for weed.
Why
interplanetary weed dispensary.
Oh, they got the best weed, man.
They got that seawater. That seawater gets you high as a motherfucker. So there's 70% salt water over there. Ooh, it gets you high like a bug.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. But no, look. So I like this soft guy era. It's a joke. and the women are throwing a fit.
Oh yeah. Well, I would keep it going, man, because it's funny.
Hell yeah,
I have
all
me
of it, like
cracking up.
crying over it, the
Oh yeah.
crying.
Hey,
Good Lord,
I barely got
and
my hands on this one.
yo,
And
whoever that is that Ed keeps on posting, that
yeah,
nigga is hysterical.
he is.
Hey, you want to hear something funny?
Yo,
Some of the sisters have caught on. They're like, and it's like, I'm for it.
I'm telling you.
Some sisters get the joke, and the rest of them, they're like,
You can't be serious. They're afraid that some guys who actually take this shit seriously is gonna fuck up the game. That's what they're afraid of.
Good.
I mean, if you truly want egalitarianism, we know they really don't.
They don't.
Then wouldn't there be men living off of women? Like for real, for real?
I mean, well, there are.
I mean, I have.
For real.
Well, there's a lot.
We call
It's called the DMV. It's called DMV.
Hey, chill out.
This is what I'm saying.
They're called pookies, okay?
No, but I'm saying, and we won't have a derogatory term for it.
That's what
You mean with proud? You mean own that shit?
Other than homosexual?
Yeah, I mean, like the way we speak about stay-at-home mothers is like, oh yeah, that's a stay-at-home mom.
Oh yeah.
We would be speaking about stay-at-home dads that way. Oh, that's a kept woman. We'd be like, that's a kept man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what women call what women call a stay-at-home dad? A lazy motherfucker.
You see what I'm saying? Like when you see the cute young blonde pushing the freaking BMW, whatever the hell that costs $100,000, right? You just be like, okay, yeah, her man probably bought that for her. I want to get to an era. If we're gonna do this, do it all the way. When we see the Negro pushing the goddamn Range Rover, and we're like, oh yeah, his white chick bought that for him.
Hey, it's a soccer dad, huh?
Soccer dad. You see what I'm saying?
No, BGS. They don't just call him a lazy motherfucker. They call him their kid.
No, they
call him a man child.
They call him a lazy motherfucker.
Yeah, lazy or
B word.
Or B word.
They don't call him a child. They call him a lazy motherfucker. That's what
yeah.
Well, that's true.
They call the kid a lazy motherfucker. So
right.
So there's that.
And to that point, Joe says, drizzle. And thank you for the super chat, Joe.
I gotta make that clip because homeboy did it right.
Look, man, I love what this dude is doing.
Sounds just like Snoop, man. Said drizzle.
Bruh, Ed, keep on finding wherever you are, Edward Anderson. Keep on finding those clips. Keep on posting them on your channel because I am dying laughing. And that one brother is hysterical. The one brother is hysterical. Look, it first as a joke, but even if it wasn't, and the problem is,
yeah.
Now, you hear the silence? Exactly. The problem is, yeah, this is what y'all wanted. Especially the leftists. I don't want to hear no leftists saying shit.
What did the homeboy say? The homeboy said leftists talk left and live right.
Live right. They really do. Correct. Because if you're really a leftist, then you should be okay with men being more relaxed, men with manicures and pedicures, men living a softer life.
Relax.
Right?
Hey, Leon's gonna open up a male self-care day.
Right? While you bullshitting, BGS.
I was really thinking of that. I was really thinking about that.
Let me hear what AB got to say real quick. What you were saying?
If they're real leftists, they should be okay with a grown man going into the female's locker room and shaving his legs and showing.
I mean,
and everything.
Fallout.
I'm just saying. Look,
I mean, but technically, they're okay with that.
Technically, yes.
The non-turf
gender back. Yo, y'all.
No, we don't have to say it. But they're perfectly all right with that.
Yeah. But in real life, guess what?
Right.
yeah.
Hey, what did Hillary Clinton say again?
Let me say this.
Wait, real quick, Leon. What did Hillary Clinton say again? There's a public face and there's a private face, right?
Yeah. I'm all for equality. Them being in locker rooms.
You see what I'm saying?
Except mine.
Man, that should actually like having famous politicians that have had quotes like that throughout history should really scare the shit out of people. But people don't really think about how deep that goes.
Yeah,
that's really concerning.
That's why, from my perspective, when people speak on the topic of bathrooms, I say, yo, guys, they created the problem. Let them fix it.
Yeah.
That's why I say that. I say when you speak on it, you're actually taking the attention off turf feminists and all that. See, I want their hierarchy to be in shambles. But if guys,
The hierarchy eating on itself.
yeah, I want them to flow.
I want to see all woman oil rig, man, and
No, what I'm saying is,
Stop it,
I
BGS.
prefer.
man.
All I'm saying is, I prefer for the ladies to have to deal with it than guys and conservative and moderate men speaking on against
Yeah,
it. Instead of
I
just
see
keep
what
your
you're
mouth
saying.
closed and let the women fucking suffer until they call the shot and say we don't want this.
I want to see all
That's
female
just me.
infantry in
Look,
Hold on, wait a
you.
minute, BJ, I'll do you one better. I
uh,
want to see an all-woman crew rebuild that bridge in Baltimore. Sorry, Charles.
And
we got enough of them. Hey,
you know, with the oil rig, you know the thing for me,
Mhm.
it's not about women being incapable. I think the infighting would be that insane. It's
Good.
not that I don't think that they can. I don't think that they're incapable. Maybe
It's hard
physically,
to do it.
certain physical stuff. No, but when it comes to the infighting and the meow and the cat fighting, oh, that's gonna be epic. That's why
Law of
they wouldn't survive.
averages, on the law of averages. You see, this is what's fucked up about the current discourse, man. We're afraid to say, biological truths at this point. On the law of averages, most women are indeed incapable of working on an oil rig. It just is what it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, physically,
That's not gonna change.
yeah, physically,
You're
Hey,
talking
PK
about some
said,
Brazilian ass
fuck all that
niggas.
nice shit. PK said, fuck all that nice shit, Z. Let me tell you what it really is. And let me read this real quick. And Mr. Donnie Max says, and speaking to what you were saying earlier, BGS, about the Snoop voice, Mr. Donnie Max says it's supposed to be 1/3 husband breadwinner, 1/3 egalitarian breadwinner, 1/3 wife breadwinner. Drizzle, drizzle for my drizzle, my nizzle.
Yeah, that, with the umbrella. What's the umbrella for?
Oh man,
For the drizzle, my nizzle.
for the drizzle. And you could show a black man opening up an umbrella and the black woman standing there and he takes it from her and opens it over himself while it rains.
I got a little boy, man,
Drizzle.
walking through the rain, man. Said,
Oh, man.
for the drizzle, my nizzle.
Bro, for real. Look, man. Look, I'm all on record. I'm not for this. This shit ain't gonna look pretty. If this was this ain't gonna look. But because you asked for it, ladies, you ask and you will receive.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my point.
I'm down for the comma hit nerves, man.
Oh, when I first heard it,
That's. Oh, go ahead. I'll say it afterwards.
AB and then Leon, go ahead.
I caught on as soon as I first heard the first soft guy error. I was listening to what he was saying. I was like, he's trolling like a motherfucker.
He is trolling like a motherfucker.
There's no way this shit would fly.
His tone of voice, the brother, I'm thinking about his tone of voice only makes it even funnier.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have a deep voice.
Yeah.
And he puts on the high pitch shit, and that shit be killing me.
I'm tired of working 50, 60 hours a week. I want to be at home.
Right.
I'm just saying, hey, bro, if this is what y'all asked for, this is what y'all get. But you know what? Do they realize what they're asking for? What I'm still using the wrong word. What they're demanding?
No.
See,
They don't.
there you go. There you go.
I don't think they do.
I got no
Because-
Wait, hold on. But that's.
Wait, y'all. Let Vince land with that. Let Vince land with that, and then AB and then Leon.
I think if they really knew they was asking for, we would be in a better place. Because the shit that they've been asking for and where we are right now, like this is a bullshit ass wish or whatever got us here. However, manifestation shit that got us here, I don't think they know. I don't.
We want to feet touch the floor.
Right, I agree with BGS on that. It's because we're the guardrails for them and the social consequences for the shit they say and do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Go ahead, AB.
I was going to say, look, I'm in my soft guy era. If you can't buy me a new Xbox and a new laptop, I ain't gonna deal with you, girl.
I'm in a relationship, so what the hell am I supposed to say to my lady? Babe, I need you to get the rims painted for me. I done bought these rims since November, you guys. I still ain't put them shits on the car yet.
Yo, my woman bought me a Series X controller, the one with the paddles and everything on it.
Ooh.
I'm in my fucking. I can put this shit on the camera right now. I can show you 3 of them. Okay, I got 3 of them. Yeah, BGS, go out, put these motherfuckers on the camera right now, yo.
Yes, GE, sir.
Well, we got the Madden King Supreme over here. God damn.
Look at him. Look at the controller. Look at him. Gleaming in red. Look at him.
Wait, hold on. I ain't even
To
done.
be fair,
Hey, Jake got jokes real quick, yo.
Did you read your super chat? Did you read your super chat?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. Jake is killing me right now. Jake says Leon is living the soft life. It's possible because that's really what they be on. Like, look, one person got it. It's possible. Yawn.
All you guys can have is
somebody got it.
Right.
Somebody got it.
Now to be fair, and this was long before the soft guy era came out. I've seen chicks online tell other chicks, look, you want to keep your man, buy him some NBA 2K VC.
I'm saying. Well, for me, it would be different. It'd be Forza or Gran Turismo. You want to?
Right.
And guess what? Hey, wait. And AB, guess what? My girl is the one who bought me the latest Forza. I'm not joking.
Man,
By the way, not even the regular one too. The one with all the add-ons.
Damn, nigga, that sound like a healthy. That sound like a healthy relationship. What type of shit is that?
I'm saying.
Okay.
Guys, we talking too much. It might get back to the guy knockers, Right. They might be,
They got to pay for it.
Right.
Who's gonna pay for us?
Alexa, play Juvenile. I'll pay for it.
Somebody got to give my $1 million a month. Like, somebody got to do it.
That's what I got to do. We went from Jay-Z's hard knock life to a soft guy life.
Hey, I'm saying.
I asked for those organic things that you put between your feet when they're cleaning your toes, but I said I need organic.
Hey, isn't one of the Waltons that's a billionaire or woman, and isn't she a widow?
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead and give her my number.
I see the girl said, you ain't leaving me. I'm gonna be your side.
I'm about to be like Aiko. That's what I'm gonna be like. I'm gonna be like Aiko.
Bad news. She ain't with the dark meat. I'm just gonna let you know ahead of time. The Waltons are very strict about that.
Well, you can be a side.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what black guys need? You know what black guys need? I heard for a while in the military, they were giving people stress cards that they pull out. That's what we need. When we're dealing. Yeah, they were stress cards. Like you pull the card out to say that you're stressed and they have to leave you alone for a little while. That's what we need.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Stress cards, really? Oh boy.
You just pull it out.
Look, BGS, you need not to invalidate his feelings, okay? we need all the pampering. The stressful, BGS. Okay, they really be meaning it too. They really be meaning it, right? We need our safe place. We need our soft era. All of it.
Do you see FD Signifier's latest about masculinity?
What?
Man, look.
He's trying
to. Go ahead, BGS. Go ahead.
I was gonna say
no. Go ahead.
He's trying to vouch for guys wearing dresses and shit like that. We can't define masculinity for these guys.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That one I did see. Yeah.
I sent it. I sent it to Mr. Z. I had two comments on there.
Rewind for a minute. What? Okay.
What he's saying is that we've always had a crisis of masculinity, and he uses the quarterback for what team is that? Yeah. I thought he was a quarterback. Is he the running back?
Yeah, he's quarterback.
Ricky Williams was running back.
Yeah, and he uses that.
The quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Yeah. And he uses that to paint a picture of like, look, we've always had existential crisis because a black man wore a dress or whatever, and it's not that serious. He does give a slight nod to, the society has always been trying to emasculate men, or emasculate black men, and then he does the but, and then of course, so he spent like all of 5 seconds saying, okay, this is a thing, but it's not a thing.
Hey yo, how come?
Yeah, there you go.
Let me get this straight.
It's not the point. It's not the point of the individual person doing it. It's the point of we think we can do it to the rest of y'all, or we think. Or the individual might think they might have to do something like that to be in the business because there's people entertained by people already doing that. So if you can get guys to dress up in dresses to get paid, the next guy's gonna have to put on the dress to get paid. That's all that shit is about.
Look. at a certain point, man, I think that it's kind of like it's disingenuous, man. This guy is trying to gaslight
Yeah,
people. You got to
yeah,
call it
that's
for
what he's
what it
good at.
is. Like you're trying to
Yeah.
gaslight people. Like you're telling people that we're not noticing a general social thrust for black men essentially being emasculated in the public space. Like stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone sees it, and you act like
Mm-hmm.
it's something that's not happening.
Yeah.
And the people that call it out, you wanna basically play. You wanna be a goalie or a ref on calling the shots and calling the plays on what isn't happening after the fact. No, sir. We all see it. Don't
And
don't try to
Yeah,
don't try to put this away.
they're trying to make it policy by emasculating you. They want to make it policy. That's what
But
you.
how come? Let me
Yes.
ask a question. How come what bothers us, or the things that we find disturbing symbolically don't matter to anybody else but us? How come like what that symbolizes to us don't like
Have you
people
ever heard the
there like
term
it don't mean
CompuServe?
anything? Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
CompuServe.
Yeah.
Well, there's another term.
Fuck your
See,
feelings.
Mm-hmm.
he interacts with really out there people. I'm not gonna say they're out there, but
Mm-hmm.
they're gender fluid people.
Mm-hmm.
So when you
Mm-hmm.
speak against it and how you frame it, it seems like this is emasculation. While that particular subset of people
Well,
say this is us embracing our truth.
And
Yeah,
that's
So
because
it's a
cool.
matter of
But
framing.
we're trying to
Yeah,
project
Well,
it on everybody else. It's different.
yeah.
The thing is,
yeah,
exactly.
if
I
Yes.
mean,
if your truth is unpopular,
and
you got to you have to face the crowd just like everybody else. Okay.
and
The,
that's
the,
just
okay,
the,
okay. If
I gotta say this real quick. Let me say this.
Okay.
The issue that we're having is it's going to what Leon was saying. We're speaking about masculinity and manhood to a group of people that are post-structuralists. So they're like, "What the
Yeah.
hell are you even talking about?"
I
They're
just
looking at us like,
learned what
"What is that?
post-structuralist too.
What does that even mean? What do you
Uh,
mean by masculinity? What do you mean by manhood? Because all of that is a performance that we can
uh,
socialize out of you anyway."
Yeah.
until you want the parts that you need, uh,
Exactly.
providing resources, protection, uh, uh, being
Mhm.
gentlemanly towards
They want it
women.
on tap,
Yeah.
and that's not how
But
it
aren't
works. Like
women?
no,
Isn't that just a human trait? Isn't that just there was a was it on Leon? You probably
No.
saw it too. Was it on Vice or Vox that they had a man's panel and they had like the non-gender conforming dude. And like when the men on the panel would say, "Oh, this is manhood" or "This is masculinity for me," he would question, "Why is that not just a good human trait or a good person trait? Why is that a man trait? Don't
Mm.
women do that too?"
Well,
So that's where we are with it.
well,
Because
because the thing about this is what I mean when you try to separate people. Manhood is performing. Like you don't have to be Superman. You can literally take a block and put it somewhere, and you're producing for people.
Yes.
All these weird concepts of manhood and what defines a man is literally the opposite of women. It's not the same thing. So when you try to blur the lines, it's me playing my part. It's the same thing in the Bible. You see that people play their
Mhm.
part towards a better for their people. That's it. Manhood is
well,
not that
no, it's
fucking
not. That's not it. That's the problem because we're actually trying to boil it down to something that's just performative, and that there isn't something that's inherent to men. And the
yeah,
bottom
that's
line is
inherent.
that there is.
So
It is
what I'm
two. It's
saying
two
is
parts that go into it. There's a socialization. There's the part that is natural.
It's biological.
Can't
Yeah.
get away
I'm
from it.
not saying that. What I'm saying
Mhm.
is I like fixing problems. If my water heater breaks, like if something breaks, and I like fixing problems. That's
Mhm.
and my woman to feed my ego about that shit.
because
That's
because
what I'm saying.
because their brain is not wired
Yeah.
that way. They've done experiments
Yes,
with it. In fact, they did a whole experiment in I think it was Norway where they actually raised the girls and the boys exactly the same, right? Exactly
Mhm.
the
yes,
same. At the end, when they grew up and when they became adults, guess what they did? In fact, they
same duties.
the same duties that they did
Yeah.
before. In fact, even more
Yep.
so because they weren't even interfered with. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay,
and that's what I mean. That's what I mean. So what I'm
yeah.
saying
So
is
Be-
that's what I'm saying.
but post-structural feminists do not believe in that. They believe everything
Yes.
is
Yeah.
performative. Okay.
Yes.
They're trying
okay,
to
if
keep
if
you like
hmm
that.
look, if FD wants to put on a dress, that's his business.
He probably already
Stop
No,
has.
he's
it.
not gonna
Don't
do
Yeah.
it.
He probably
No,
already has.
That's not the
no.
FD is far more traditional in his personal life than y'all think.
Yes.
I do. Yeah,
I know.
he
Mhm.
talks left though.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
extremely.
what I sent Mr.
Yeah.
Z when I commented on that, I didn't say that comment in public, but I basically
Mhm.
said, yeah, send the boys to school with a dress on them.
Yeah. FB is
It
Pretty
far
much.
more and a bunch of them are over there. It's what they believe in theoretically, not what they practice,
Yeah.
right? And I think the more we make the
Listen.
distinction between and it's the same thing like when I can say it on the left because I make fun of the right for it. It's the same thing you be hearing about these super conservative politicians and then Buddy Rowe being in the man stall with another dude. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, right?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
it's
Wait a
what
minute,
people say and advocate for in public and what they really about in private. Go ahead. Mhm.
Don't be talking about these random Republican congressmen like that. Oops, I didn't say that out loud.
Hey, you
I
heard
forget
about
their names
the
now. So
one that deleted himself a couple months ago because he over here talking about ain't nothing like being mounted by a black stud, bro. What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. It goes on.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, no, he
did
deleted
not.
himself.
What?
Yeah, he was, he was.
There's a lot of Republicans that are
Mhm.
transgender. Okay,
Yeah,
don't get it
yeah.
wrong.
Yes.
And it's funny because BJ
Yes.
knows like Buddy Rowe was out here wearing wigs, wearing dresses, like completely. What's your first FBI founding member? J. Edgar Hoover style. He was completely over there with it, right? And yeah, and then I guess the stories came out about him and he ended up deleting himself, which I
Yeah.
never
Oh,
celebrate that.
Hold on, wait a
Just
minute. BGS,
no,
don't talk
when you
about
see what
this
really
like
take
that.
place, come
yeah.
on, they said the South, which is supposed to be social conservative,
And he
watches
was
the
in the
most
South. Yeah, he
porn.
was from the
Yeah.
South. And it's funny.
Not
Yes,
only
yes.
that, y'all have to remember in like 2006 to 8, the gay version of the Republican Party was trying to get their percentage of the pie, and they got
Yeah.
canceled by Texas real fast.
Mm-hmm.
So these
Mhm.
people are conservative.
Yeah.
It's just it's hard to freaking explain. I don't know how to explain it, but
But
Caitlyn Jenner
what
is
took place from two.
Caitlyn
they
Jenner is
can't.
a Republican, y'all.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
can't do it publicly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They will do
yeah.
it privately.
Because you
serious.
know what I'm talking about, BG. It was like
Yeah.
2006 or 2008. The
Oh yeah.
Republican, but
Mhm.
they were all gay guys,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
all gay.
They- Go look log cabin. Look up log cabin
I, I
Republicans.
I've heard of this.
I
Yeah, yeah,
seen
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go look it up. They've been around for like 60 years. Log cabin
Yep,
Republicans.
Which, by the
yep.
way, is a hysterical title if you really think about it. Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
The pun, oh, it writes itself. That's hysterical. Oh man, you
Be-
almost want to ask them, do you really want to call yourself that? Are you sure about that?
because they said Lincoln's sexuality was questionable. That's why they
I've
did
heard that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if I doubt it. Right? I don't know if I doubt it. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
he's dead. We don't know. We'll never
yeah.
find out.
Because he did have a male roommate essentially. From my understanding, he did have a male roommate before he got married, and they were in a log cabin. And let me read this real quick.
Yeah,
And KMS
That's
says,
the name.
and KMS says, and thank you for the super chat. BGS, isn't soft man era really just old school Mackin? I'm gonna pull everything out of this chick. Then I might bless her with the pipe. It sounds like what my uncles used to do and how I was taught.
Basically it is. With Mackin and that kind of life, that kind of sporting life, man, is that okay? Is
Yep,
that
yep, yep,
the
yep.
thing is that Mackin and that kind of stuff is more black pill, and this is more like blue pill reversed. Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. But Mackin, yeah, a lot of that is, it still goes on, but the way they're talking is a lot of Mac talk. But that is
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. And I mean, look, I see it as a joke. It's a joke.
It is a joke.
The way the women are responding is real as hell, though. I said responding, wrong word. Reacting is real as hell, though, and that's the funny part. The joke is funny, but the reaction to the joke, that's where it really lies. That's where the joke really lies.
Oh, it's
Right.
really hilarious. And everybody's cracking up as they get mad, and all the men are just falling over laughing. Right? They don't get it.
Which only infuriates them more. Clearly is a joke. Exactly, Dr. Thunder. You see, like, clearly is a joke. Look, drizzle, look.
I need.
Well, that don't even sound right.
It really and the fact that it sounds like that is what makes it even funnier.
Oh yeah.
Drizzle.
Instead of sprinkle, right?
Hey, and then you flip it because look, Shira 7 should have never started this. Shira 7, you should have never started it. Maybe you forgot who you talk, but you know she's quick and witty, and then I guess
I wish
people
she
like
was
that
quick.
don't ever think they can be caught up, right?
Oh
She
man,
was quick and
what
witty.
is FD's Dusty Fire gonna say about this? He's gonna be like, there's a cohort of toxic
Oh yeah.
masculinists on
I
the social media.
actually think
We
I'm
be
not.
I
doing that.
can't wait.
scarily,
I
I'm
can't
not
wait.
gonna lie to you. He's not gonna say anything probably, but if he does address it, I actually think he's gonna try to shame the women. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
Nah,
think FD's gonna be
he's
like,
not.
Really?
I think he might.
No,
I think he might be like, and the problem here is what?
No.
I don't think
I
it's wishful
know.
thinking.
Stop it,
Let's see. First,
SZ.
remember what I
You
said.
full of shit
I
right
don't think he's
now.
gonna do it. No. I'm not. I don't think he's gonna do it. I don't think he's gonna address this at all because
But if he
it's clearly a joke.
did,
But if he
if
does, I think he's gonna be like, he's going to say yes, we're making fun of the women and we're mocking them. He's gonna throw them a bone. But I
You're
think at
hitting
the
the
end of the day, he's
pivot,
gonna be like,
y'all.
what's the problem?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Because
No, see
I
what he's
think
gonna
so. I
do.
think so. Go
No,
ahead.
what he's gonna do is he's gonna say this. Guys that made this drizzle to reply to
Mhm.
black women that they don't qualify for, as a reply to say
Something
this.
like that.
That's
Yeah.
how it's
I
gonna
could
be
see it.
in
I
the
could see it.
framing of
I could
that.
see him
You're
doing
gonna
that.
see a whole
I
bunch
could
of
see him doing that.
Dusties trying to get
Yeah.
women
I could see
promotions
that.
or some
So
dumb
what
shit.
I
about
could see
women? What's the opposite of a dusty for a woman?
a
White
black woman can't be Dusty BGS.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not air everything.
What?
Black woman is God.
Right? Thank you. A black woman can't be Dusty.
uh,
Ain't no such thing. It's a
the only thing
unicorn.
opposite to a dusty black man is the only non-dusty black man in this world, and it was Jesus Christ. Okay, that's
No,
the only
because
non-dusty Negro.
he shook because he shook the dust off his sandals when he left the town.
Oh, shit. Oh shit! What I just start?
Trell reminded me that I did say Dustisha the other day. I did say Dustisha. I did say. I did.
We call them dust bunnies.
Oh man, somebody who said Dust
Beyond
Buddies? Somebody who came up with Dust Buddies because that was hysterical.
Okay. But if it's sprinkle, then and we call it drizzle, that means they have to be mud ducks. Mud
Right.
ducks.
But wait, white guys got mud ducks. That's what they call them.
Oh shit!
That's white guys in joint.
All these women, mud ducks. Quack quack.
Right? And Dr. Thunder says only non-dusty woman is Virgin Mary. Look, Dr. Thunder on his panels and on our panels is completely different than Dr. Thunder in the chat. Dr. Thunder in the chat is funnier and he be trolling like a mug. Dr. Thunder in the chat and the comments, that's a different Dr. Thunder.
Hey, Dr. Thunder, God needs to import more angels, man, because
Right.
we don't have enough to vouch for all these single mothers, all right?
Hey, nah, screw that. I'm not giving her no money when she leaves.
I like this
I
one.
give
Trell
her no
says
money.
we should call them dustbins.
That's right.
Dustbins.
Receptacles.
Man, thank
Something
you,
you don't
because they're
understand about the
receptacles.
angels, man, is they only send
Hysterical.
them down. They send them down one at a time. You can't, there can only, just like the Highlander, there can only be one at a time, So
So dusty ninjas need to go look for dustbins, huh?
Right.
yeah, the rest of the people who don't get the angels, man, they just stuck out here. They stuck like Chuck, man. They ain't getting nothing.
Look, man,
Oh,
look,
we
y'all.
should stay
So,
on here 15 minutes.
look, I'm literally you caught me right when I was about to end out. Look,
All right.
Thank y'all for coming up. BGS, thank you. Leon, thank you for the clarification. Vince, PK, AB, we are gonna pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Let Mr. Z go eat his cold ass room temperature pizza now. Messing with y'all, but
before we leave,
Peace,
can I re-say that? Can I re-say that part? When
go ahead.
this mentorship shit on social media, I want y'all guys to literally say, yeah, mentorship is good and lead them towards black organizations that are male, the 100, Brothers Keeper, anything that is black male, point them, because they're going to have to reply to that. See, me saying, no, fuck the, if me saying screw these kids or any of that, this gives them a negative reply, but they have not reacted. And if black guys start doing that, it's going to give it more attention regardless. So
you playing too much, man.
I know I'm playing, but that's how you do it. Propaganda.
No, you playing too much, bro. You play too much. You don't you want to make this into something it's not. You think that they actually give a fuck. And the thing is that
Oh,
they don't.
wait, Leon. I mean, I said Leon. Wait a minute, PK. Leon. Think about what Leon said. His framing is perfect if you really think about what he's doing, because that's troll 1,000 right there. He knows they don't give a fuck. That's the whole point.
They don't give
That's
a
why
fuck.
you say shit. It's a checkmate.
They won't have a reply to that. If it's
Thank you.
ignorant, that's they look stupid, or they have to agree and promote those male groups. That's the end of the fucking story. There's no reply
Yeah.
to.
I don't know,
You
man.
have-
I'm
you
more of
have
a
what you
person that
want.
likes to completely remove the oxygen from the room so that you can't breathe, rather than trying to pump slowly oxygen into it. There's no point in that.
Leon would
Yeah,
rather
let's move on.
Leon jokes like the white dude, so he rather the joke lasts long as hell, and he enjoys watching you squirm because you don't really got a fucking answer in the shit, right?
Exactly. Like I'm going on all those posts, and I'm gonna say 100. I'm gonna put out black male organizations that help boys.
Now your single mom, Ed, of course when I'm closing out, Ed says play the single mom song. Hey, that single mom song, hey bro, whoever that artist is, nigga, you are the worst. You are the worst, nigga.
What
That is
single mom song?
so.
Bro,
Wait,
he's the
you
best.
haven't heard the single mom song,
I probably
Yeah,
bro?
he's the
I'm gonna
best.
send you. I'm gonna send you the
Bro,
link to, I'm gonna send you the link to the CD on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
yeah, no, yo, it's hysterical. It's so messed up and funny, and I feel guilty for laughing. It
How
really
you
is.
feel guilty
Hey,
for
Fred,
It's so
drop it in the chat
for
real quick.
laughing?
It's
Drop it in the
so
chat real
messed
quick.
up.
I need to see
And
this tonight.
it's the hook, because the hook is so smug. And he's like, now you're single mom. Now you're single mom. And I'm like, oh man. Oh my heart. Oh, it's so messed up. It's so funny. It's so messed up. And I find it funny, and that's what's so messed up about it.
All right, let Mr. Z get out of here, guys. We gotta
Yeah,
roll.
no,
We
for
have
real,
like
y'all.
40 more
Look,
minutes. Hey, I'm gonna send you the link to his CD. It's on YouTube.
all right. I didn't know he
The
had a
whole
whole
song.
CD. Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's
All
on
right,
YouTube.
let me get out of
hysterical.
here, man.
But
Let me slide out, man. I like you, Leon, but listen, fuck them kids till infinity. Okay, yeah, that's the bottom line, man. Like I'm not with all that bullshit. If you want to go, if you one of the people like in the chat as well that wants to, add more oxygen to the conversation about someone else's fucking kids that you had no part in making, and basically you're already putting the bill for, have at it. But quite frankly, I think that as a man, one of your very few rights in this world is to remove your agency. Excuse me, remove your wallet
presence.
from the
Oh,
conversation.
yeah. Well,
That's the very least you can do. So fuck them kids. If they're not yours, move accordingly. And stop adding fucking oxygen to a conversation that, number one, you don't have control over, you don't have agency over. Like, fuck it, let it go. Stop trying to fucking handhold people who don't want to be handheld. In fact, they want to use you and weaponize children to essentially manipulate you into the position where you're advocating for kids that aren't yours. Fuck that shit. Go be a philanthropist on somebody else's dime. There are millionaires out here, billionaires out here. Let them do it.
oh, they're already doing that, PK. And on that note, we will pause right there. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content and other non-Manosphere content. And Edward Anderson says Guilt Wars. I really do. I really do. I even gonna lie, Ed. They got me on that one. And on that note, y'all, we will pause right here. Damn, Ed, why you ain't come up earlier? I would have catch you come up on the panel. But yeah, we'll pause right here. Let me go eat my cold ass room temperature ass pizza. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night. Mr. Z out.